My CPA told me I would get a fine for not having health insurance, I commented while talking with my friend Wes. Wes told me about a faith-based health sharing plan which was not insurance, but it was a type of reimbursement plan that would pay my medical bills, and I could avoid the penalty for not having insurance. I began my research. I found out these reimbursement plans do not cover pre-existing conditions, but it was only $150 a month with a $500 deductible copay toward any potential medical bills. What a great deal! I am never sick anyway, and I could save more money in investments rather than wasting it on an expensive insurance plan. Like most business owners, I continued to work long hours, keeping my focus on the expansion of the business. I'm in perfect health anyway, hiking up mountains on the weekends, even in 100-degree weather. It was late July 2016 when I woke up with a slight pain in my left rib area. That's annoying. I'm sure it will go away eventually. Finally, into day number 3 of this chest rib pain, I mentioned it to my friend Lance. "You could be having a heart attack. You should go to the emergency room and have it checked out," Lance commented. Maybe you're right. And I drove myself to the hospital, located only a couple of miles away from my office. I was admitted right away, and they did all sorts of scans, blood tests, and an EKG to determine what was causing my pain. "Did you know you have a mitral valve prolapse, Mr. Kwan?" the doctor asked. "What is that?" "It's where the valve that pumps blood to your heart is leaking. They sometimes call it a leaky valve." "Is it dangerous?" "It depends. If it gets worse, it could cause you some problems in the future. You will need to have it monitored. Our tests show no indication of a heart attack, and you seem to be healthy. We can't find any reason for the chest pain, so we are referring you to a cardiologist." "I've seen it many times, Mr. Kwan," commented the cardiologist. "It's just an infection in your ribs, and it should go away in a couple of days. You don't even need any medication." "Oh, that is great news. But what do I do about the mitral valve prolapse?" "Don't worry about it too much. Like I said, many people have a mitral valve prolapse and don't know about it their entire lives. It may never affect your health." I was relieved and thanked the doctor for his time. Later, when returning from Hawaii in mid-February 2018, I felt very sick, with major congestion and shortness of breath. After being admitted, again, to the emergency room, I did not receive good news at all. I was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation. I was told the tests had shown that my leaky valve had gotten much worse, and my heart was no longer pumping in a normal rhythm. Well, Mark, atrial fibrillation causes the heart to pulsate rather than pump. Between your valve not pumping enough blood to your heart and your heart pulsating, your body is suffocating from lack of oxygen. I'm afraid you will need open heart surgery. We will have to run some more tests, but we will try to get you booked for the surgery in the next couple of days. We then began discussing the options for the different types of valves available, if valve replacement was necessary. Your first option is a mechanical valve made of titanium. It will last the rest of your life, but the valve increases the risk of blood clots, which can cause a stroke. To reduce that risk, you will have to take a blood thinner called Coumadin, warfarin, for the rest of your life. "Doc, I don't want to be on Coumadin for life. What are my options?" The other option is to use a pig's valve. You will only have to take Coumadin for a couple of months, but you will need to come back every 5 to 7 years for another valve replacement. I thanked the doctor for his time and sat alone in my hospital room, hooked up to needles in both arms and oxygen to help me breathe. Throughout the night, it seemed like a nurse would arrive every few hours for more tests. As they arrived to make an injection into my stomach, I remember feeling very scared. "Mark, I've got some morphine for the pain. This should put you right to sleep." Before long, my eyelids began to feel heavy, and I began to have the most random thoughts. I can't believe I need open heart surgery at age 40. Will my health sharing plan cover the cost of the surgery? At least I have $2.8 million in life insurance that I bought before I got sick. What am I going to do with all this downtime? Should I write another book? That was my final thought before I went to sleep.